So today, we are going to take a break from working on the sawmill site. It's getting tedious moving loads and loads of dirt down. I just need a break. So what I'm going to do today is work on the hoses here on the loader. I have two hoses that are leaking right at the seam, so I have to go and get them replaced. So I need to undo these connectors, and then on the other side of this loader arm there's a connector. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go get some bulkhead fittings for these, and I'm going to mount these hoses bulkhead fitting on the inside of the on the other side of this arm here, so my hoses aren't being constantly pinched between the cylinder and the frame. And this is the way I got it from the dealer. They ran the hoses like this. That wouldn't have been my first choice, but they did, what they thought was good. But so let me take off. I only have two hoses that are leaking. So let me go ahead and take those hoses off, and then we'll run up to the to Guy Brothers in Clements, Maryland, and which is about half-hour away. And I will get new hoses made and come back, put everything back together, and kind of tidy this up so it actually looks nice and clean. So I'm just going to mark the ends with a colored electrical tape. Alright, so now I need to mark the inside of the loader. But I think there's a bracket in there that I have to take off first. And the other hose is leaking. Here it is. This one's fine. And this hose here is leaking, although I'm pretty sure it's leaking at the seam. It's the threads above it are wet. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's leaking at that seam, so we gotta replace this one too. Okay, so let's climb up over. I believe that is a 10mm. That's holding the bracket on. So let me go grab my socket. Sweet. Alright, so I take these hoses, go get them fixed, or actually go get them replaced. Yeah, there it is. And you see it, the coating from where it keeps getting pinched in the loader is broke the housing off of it, the cover. So yeah, let's go get these replaced, and I'll go get some bulkhead fittings. I'll make a bracket, and I'm going to mount it. There's a hole right here. I'm going to put a bolt through. I'm going to make the bracket so it swivels. I think what I'm going to do is make it so it swivels. So every time the loader goes up, it moves. It can swivel a little bit. And then the other hoses, I'm going to bring I'll probably go down and around and come back up. So these hoses coming off of here will come in, go down into the bracket like so. It'll come out like so. Alright, so we arrived at the Guy Brothers in Clements. It took about a half hour or so. I didn't time it, but so let me run in, get the stuff done, and then get back out. Alright, I'm back. Got new hoses, got a filter for the tractor, for the transmission. We got some flat face connectors. And then now we need to go get our bulkhead fittings, which that is the store they get them from. It's about 45 minutes to an hour from this place in the opposite direction. Okay, so we went to Guy Brothers. We got the hydraulic hoses. They didn't have the bulkhead fitting, so I am here at Cauliflower to get the bulkhead fitting. And then we'll be on our way back to the ranch to put the hoses on the tractor. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to make the bracket and get everything done tonight, as I do have to work tonight, but we'll see what we can get done. And we're back home, so let's go and see what we can do with the tractor. It's kind of raining out right now, so I'm not sure how much we're going to get done. Alright, so they're nice and smooth them out inside and out. So let's go ahead and give it a coat of spray paint, some black flat. let that dry. Alright. We'll let that go ahead and dry. And then I want to spray my bolt down too. Give it a light coat. Okay, so you have a bolt. You put your lock washer on. Your loader goes in. Put another lock washer on. You take a nut. You tighten the nut all the way down. And you pinch that. You lock that down on the loader side. Then you take this. And then you take your bracket. This bracket goes on here. And you take another washer, like so. And then you take a nylon nut, screw it on there. Alright. And the nylon keeps the nut from backing off. And then this way, this piece here spins, or your bracket spins on your bolts, but your bolt doesn't spin on the loader. So we're going to spray paint all this black so it doesn't rust, because they didn't have stainless steel bolts this size. Watch out, guys. Back up. Hey, back up. Go throw that away.
Dad, you are nuts.
Give that a couple minutes to dry a little bit. In the meantime, we'll clean up our mess. So this is the hole we're going to use for the bracket. Yeah, you should be able to see that. So, it was nice. I don't know what why there's holes drilled in the loader like this, the loader bracket, but it makes my life easier.
Dad and me has the corona.
Yep. Alright. So, let's go ahead and see if our bolts are dry. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and finish taking and spin you guys around. Alright, let's take... So yeah, let me go get my bracket. And hook up all these fittings.
That's what I did.
I am so important. Lander! Go in my toolbox and bring me, see if they can find a 15/16 wrench.
Alright.
No, a 15/16. It looks like that. A 15/16.
Oh, I thought you wanted
Actually, I'm gonna get a socket. Bring me my ratchet that's in my ratchet. Lander!
Yes.
Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna need your help.
Alright.
Here, put that in the tractor. Alright, that is tight. Alright, so there we go. Got the bracket on, bracket spins. Had to put the nylon nut on backwards. They didn't have the right size length for what I need. I didn't want the bolt to stick out and hit the hoses if it spun around. But yeah, this will work just fine. Alright, let's put the bulkhead fittings on. Okay, so we got all the fittings hooked up, down and around. It goes all the way from here gets tucked behind this bracket, goes down behind the arm and back and up to this bracket here. And then all you gotta do is move this. Whoa, that's hard. Alright. And that's how it's gonna sit, like so. And then this, I'll just zip tie those guys down there together. And then these will stick up like so. So when the loader comes up and down. So I just have to tighten these down, straighten these out. There we go, whoops. Just tighten these down and put the bracket back on and test it out. Right. So the hood opens just fine. The hoses hit it a little bit, but if when I zip tie them, they'll be fine. But the bracket doesn't hit the hood. So put this down. You just gotta be careful because when the hood it rattles, moves side to side. But that works. Then I rerouted these two lines. These go to the third function. Allows me to operate the a grapple or any extra hydraulic attachment to the front, and they're attached. And I made this bracket a while ago for it. But those hoses go up, and I'll zip tie everything back together. And then it's the bracket here we just made. And the lines, they come down there. There. That's a lot better than having them dangling, coming down, looping all around. Then they get caught coming across here and they rub on that. And then they also, what happened was when they was coming up, zip tied here, they kept hitting this wiring harness and created a short. Wore the coating off of one and I kept blowing fuses. So instead of the dealer rerouting the hoses, they just rerouted the wiring harness so it stopped blowing fuses. But I think this is a better, a cleaner setup. So, but yeah, all right, let's start it up and raise and lower it a couple times and see how it works. Didn't notice, I have to replace those two lines to my third function. I don't know if you can see it from here, but they're worn down to the steel cable under the hose, the bottom one. So
couple of weeks is go and replace those hoses. Now none of the hoses touches anything, and that bracket doesn't even move when I raise and lower. So that's nice. I might go ahead and take that swivel off then, and then just move the hoses. Nah, that knuckle over there is in the way. I don't know, we'll see how it works. I might just go ahead and take that swivel because it doesn't move, the bracket doesn't move at all, so I just might just mount the bracket directly onto the side of the lower. It gives me a little more room between the hood and the bracket anyways. That's a little closer than I want it, but yeah, it looks nice. I'm happy with it. It's nice, clean, and it looks good. So well, I think that wraps up this project. Yeah, that is fixed. I think what we're going to do is just move on back to getting the sawmill site done. Yeah, go ahead and if you like these videos, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Later.